What's good, fight fans? It's Ashley's Corner. And Masayuki Ito, I believe I said his name correctly this time. This guy came in here, and something I did not know. He has 0 amateur fights. He came in this fight with only 24, 25 fights, all professional, and stole the show. Okay? My prediction was that Christopher Diaz was going to win this fight, and boy, was I wrong. This fight, even a blind man could see that the Japanese fighter won this fight. And it was quite one-sided. It's like Christopher Diaz was sitting there waiting. It seems like he was, the first round just seemed like he was filling them out. Second round, it seemed like he wanted it to be a long fight because he came out swinging and actually throwing combinations, none of which landed, but that's what he did. Fourth round came around and he messed around and got dropped. Okay, hard. He got back up quite easily. He wasn't dropped again during the fight, but that was all needed that was all that was needed to seal his fate, because he did not drop the Japanese kid. He wasn't going to drop the Japanese kid. Yes, he was throwing some heat. Yes, they had fire on it, but nothing was set up with the jab. He did not use the jab during this fight. I seen not even. I mean, probably about 2-3 times during the fight he used the jab, and when he did, he set up something pretty beautiful. But he didn't use it the whole fight. Damn near. Especially the first seven rounds, 8 rounds, he was just loading up for that left hook. The left hook was there, but not straight out the gate. Not leading with a left hook, and it didn't land the whole fight. It just seems like Christopher was sick today. He was sick tonight. Tonight just wasn't his night. I mean, maybe, the pressure got him of being a WBO title fight. Who knows? But he didn't look like himself, and it showed. And because of it, he had a very nasty eye. His left eye was moused up pretty damn bad. It was bruised. It was bruised up. I think it was a collide of head to face. The Japanese guy hit, but him right on his mouse, and then it became the mouse that was on under his left eye, and it became a cut, like in between his eye and his nose. You know what I'm saying? It was bad. It looked bad. The mouse began to form on his face early in the rounds, like the 3rd round. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was. Christopher looked bad this fight. The Japanese guy schooled him, especially with having 0 amateur fights. And I believe Christopher Diaz had somewhere upward around 180 amateur fights. He schooled that man. Congratulations to Ito, which is the WBO champion at 130. And I must say, I always say when it comes to 130, neither one of these guys are ready. I thought Christopher Diaz was ready, and he wasn't even ready for this fight. So neither one of these guys are ready for Gervonta Tank Davis. Will it be a good fight in between Gervonta Tank Davis and now the new winner of the WBO title? Yes, it will be a great fight. I mean, I'm very impressed. I mean, just like I said when I made my prediction video originally, I believe the Japanese fighter, this is his first time fighting in the U.S. It was very hard for me to find his fights. You know what I mean? In the fights you did find, this is all Japanese fighters. It's not the same type of competition as American fighters or fighters that fight here in America. So, I mean, you really didn't know what to expect. But now that I do know what to expect, what would be a good fight is him and Miguel Burchett, or him and Alberto. Him and Tank Davis. I see Tank Davis taking over the 130-pound division. I'm not seeing him beating Tank Davis. I'm not seeing Burchett do it. I'm not seeing about Alberto Machado do it. And whoever wins in between Billy Dib and Tevin Farmer, I'm not seeing them do it, but congratulations to Ito. This was a very entertaining fight. You guys can find it somewhere on YouTube. It did happen. Go down on the ESPN Plus app. So if you guys have it, I'm more than sure they're going to replay it. That's something to catch. As I noticed, it was a lot of good fights on tonight. I'm not going to make a video about Dillian White and Joseph Parker. I made a prediction video, and I was going with Joseph Parker, and I see that he lost that fight. That was a very entertaining fight, too. I believe both of them touched the canvas. Well, that's what it looked like. I didn't really catch that fight. But to this one, Christopher Diaz got schooled by a guy with 0 amateur fights and never fought in America. I thought he was ready for this title shot and even more, and I was wrong because he's not. But like, the Japanese fighter surprised me. Like, his defense was good, was all right. It wasn't the best, but it was good enough to to come out the fight pretty unscathed. He was working on the outside very well. He was working his jab very well. Whenever he wanted to get on the inside, he did, and only to throw shots. Like, he would hold him with one hand and throw uppercuts with the right. It looked dirty, but it's not. That's those illegal punches. That's why it was allowed by the referee. He did a lot of things well. Christopher Diaz defense sucked the fight. Okay, it sucked. His choice of punches sucked, and the fact that he didn't use his jabs. So initially, Ito was crowned the champion and unanimous decision winner of the new WBO Junior Lightweight Champion. And congratulations to him. And again, if y'all need to try to catch this fight, okay? Since it just happened, I know it's probably not on YouTube yet, but it will be. But that's it, and that's all. Always like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.